Hi, I'm Christy. Welcome back to 52 Weeks of Beauty, and I'm just feeling lazy, so I just kind of want to sit right here, and it just looked comfortable, so I grabbed a seat. And I just feel like chatting with you guys. I wasn't sure what to call this video. Like, should I call it what is cuticle hair, or should I call it how long do hair extensions last? Because it's kind of the whole deal of what's going on in my head right now. So I think I might call it both. We'll see if how I can work out that title. But okay, so a lot of you guys know I started Miss Flirty Hair Extensions back in 2009. So I have been doing this for, how many does that make that? 6 years? Yeah, 6 years. And I did just clip-ins, machine weft clip-ins for the first 5 years until we started the whole Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts situation. And love that. Oh my goodness. You guys know how much I'm obsessed with them. Anyway, when I just sold the clip-ins, I very rarely got the question of like, how long do hair extensions last? Or how do you keep them so silky? Or, you know, all those questions that go along with, you know, more permanent extensions and when you wear them every day. So clip-ins, machine wefts, and, you know, other brands too, like you're not really wearing them all the time. Some of you just wear them for special occasions, or some of you, you know, just wear them maybe every day for a few hours, or maybe you just wear them on the weekends, but you don't sleep in them, you don't swim in them, you don't do all of that crazy stuff, you know, to make the kind of silicone coating that comes on hair extensions kind of wear off. Because once it wears off, no matter how amazing your hair extensions are, whether they're Remy, whether the grade is high of the Remy, it doesn't really matter because it's going to get dry and it's going to get a little bit tangly and that sort of thing. And that's fine with clip-ins because you guys aren't washing them that often, so the silicone coating is, you know, staying. So that is good. So then you just want the highest quality extensions you can get for the right price so you can wear them every day and make them look amazing. Okay, or whenever you wear them. Now let's flip over to the seamless wefts. So it's a little bit different with that because the machine weft, the hairs aren't like all close together. There are some, but there's a lot of spaces too. So the hairs have some breathing room with each other, and with the seamless wefts they don't. So they're all very close together. So, because it's also a more permanent application, or it is a permanent application, and you guys are wearing them every day, sleeping in them, all of that, I keep getting the question of how long should they last, and you know, all of that. So, it's a great question, and I guess I could answer it just to say that for me it lasts as long as, you know, maybe I'm not washing them as often. So if I don't wash them as often, the silicone coating doesn't wear off. Otherwise, it's going to last a few weeks. And because I've been wearing hair extensions permanently for so long, I did the machine weft, you know, I did sew in and those kind of things over the years. And then obviously, you know, I took the clips off clip-ins and made them into tape-ins. So, you know, the machine weft would last a little bit longer than the seamless wefts just because they're so close together, like I said, the hairs. But I'm so used to getting to that dry point that after a few weeks, that I just kind of put my hair in a side braid, or I put it up in a clip, or just kind of stretch it out as long as I can. And then maybe I can do a gelatin treatment. You know, a lot of you guys are doing that now and you guys are loving it, and I think that is a really nice treatment, but how often do you want to have to do it? And, you know, especially when you're wearing your hair extensions all the time, a gelatin treatment is nice for clip-ins or something that you're not going to have to keep repeating because once you wash it, a lot of that's going to come off and you got to redo it. Okay, so let's get into cuticle hair really quick because then it's going to help explain things a little bit more. So cuticle hair is something I never knew about until recently, and it just kind of makes me a little bit crazy that all these years I had no idea. But basically cuticle hair, okay, so Remy hair, just so you guys know, is very high quality hair. It's usually from a young girl, a girl that's never colored her hair. The texture is very nice. You know, when you're younger, your hair is just in better shape typically. So that is what Remy is. But there's also cuticle hair. And cuticle hair is hair that all the cuticles are aligned because they are from the same thing. It's also Remy. It's also from a youthful person. It's also some, you know, from very high quality hair, that sort of thing. But the hair is all perfectly aligned, the cuticles, and it's all from the same girl. Now, you can get those higher grade hairs and Remy and all of those things, you know, like grade 5A, grade 4A, all of that with other Remy hair, but it's all different girls' hair. So that's why the hair tangles when the silicone coating wears off. Because when that wears off, all these hairs from like Susie and Debbie and Sally, like they don't know each other. So they're kind of like rubbing up against each other, especially in a seamless weft, because it's just like, they're just not familiar with each other. But with cuticle hair, which is what I have in now, and oh my goodness, what a difference. Like, what a difference. I have washed this hair so many times, and it's, So basically cuticle hair just doesn't tangle, and it lasts for months and months and months as an everyday type of application. So the price point's higher, but it's worth it. And here is my my impression of cuticle hair when I first got it in the mail, because I was talking to my manufacturer, like, how can we keep this hair silky? That's why I've been going crazy, you know, doing these videos for you guys, or at least these concepts for the next 2 videos, because I want you guys to love your hair and I want to make sure it lasts a really good time for you. But, you know, we're coming to the, you know, like a lot of you guys love the Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts as they are now. I've searched high and low for the highest quality hair I can get you guys for the right price, and that is like, it's 5A grade. It is very high, and again, the grades are all relative because every manufacturer is different. So, you know, the way that they grade it might not necessarily be the way another manufacturer grades it. Like my 5A might be comparable to someone else's 3A or someone else's 7A. So it just kind of, it's really up to the manufacturer to say. So all I need to know is 5A is the best that my manufacturer makes. So that's what I'm selling to you guys. And when you guys get the hair extensions, your first reaction is crazy. You know, you guys write me and you're just so in love with them, and it's so amazing, and I love that, and that makes me really happy. And, you know, as the weeks go on, then I get those questions of how do you keep them, you know, not dry, or how do you keep them where they don't tangle, or how do you whatever. And they are great for as many washes as you can get through before that silicone coating wears off. But I went to my manufacturer like, okay, let's do something else. Like, what else can we do where we can have this hair just last so long? And she's like, cuticle hair is the answer. And cuticle hair is okay, so I get it in the mail. It looks the same to me as the Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts do now, but the difference is you know, when Miss Flirty, when you wash it one time, it kind of blows up. It kind of, and you saw my video, it go from like normal looking hair extensions to like, woo, like it just jumped up so many grams. And I love it because it's like amazing. Like, I love that feeling of the first, you know, few weeks of wearing those. Like, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of you guys are kind of on a plan where you're rebuying them every month or 2 months, and you have a system. And and a lot of you guys say that there's so much hair, that I give so much hair with that for 170 grams. It's not that I give so much hair, it's just the hair, because I think it's from all different girls, it kind of just gets a little bit bigger, so it feels like more hair. And a lot of you guys aren't using the whole pack, and so then for that reason, you don't mind that it doesn't last forever because you just replace it, you know, with the other half of the pack, and it's kind of affordable that way. And the technique is really amazing. It's very flat, it's, you know, all that. Anyway, but there's still, you know, those questions from a few of you that want something that just kind of lasts for months and months and months. So I want to tell you that I have seriously treated this like crazy. I've washed it, I've colored it, I've straightened it like so many times. I know the Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts, I know the Miss Flirty clip-in extensions, I know how they react with that over time, and this is so different. The first time I washed it, so it doesn't blow up, okay? And you can tell, like, if you actually grab how much hair is here, like, you can see, like, it's not like super thick, and it feels so light. I didn't put in the whole pack, but I probably put in about 155 grams. I just left out some little pieces. So this is about 155. This does not, like the other one, the Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts, if I had put in 155, it would be like out to here right now. You know, it just is a lot fuller. But the reason this is like more natural looking and it doesn't blow up is because it is from one girl. And I can't even explain to you, like, after I washed it the first time, and I never even used serum or anything, and I don't need to use serum. Okay. So I get out of the shower and I go like this, and it's like buttery silk. It's buttery silk. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like, I kept touching my hair and brushing my hair. I'm like, oh my gosh. I really truly believe that, this is gonna sound crazy, but I wouldn't have to put any conditioner in it. It is so silky. I get out of the shower and I'm literally like that with the brush. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I can't even get the brush through my wet hair, my natural hair at all. So I have to spray that John Frieda in there, and it's just like, then it's good. But this is so silky and all day, and it's just flowy, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And you know what else I can do? A ponytail. I don't know why. I think because the cuticles are kind of like, they know each other, so they normally can do a ponytail with Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts until like 3 or 4 weeks in, when they've kind of fallen back off my head a little bit. Anyway, I'm sure this is going to look like a mess, but you see what I'm saying. I could do a ponytail. This bottom area is a little low, but if it wasn't, like, that is crazy. I couldn't do that before, and I could do it higher too. But I don't want to mess my hair all crazy up like I am. Anyway, the other difference is it feels so much lighter. So much lighter. It just feels like I'm not even wearing any like hair at all. Like so different than clip-ins converted to tape-ins or the Miss Flirty. So different. It dries in half the time. Not even kidding you. Half the time to dry my hair. That's crazy. What else do I like? I'm not obsessed about. I just love the fact that I don't have to get to that point where I want to do a side braid or an updo, or I don't have to like stretch out my hair extensions. I don't have to like baby them with tons of products. You know, like sometimes you girls write me, and not just from Miss Flirty, but from every brand that you guys try. Like, here's my setup, and you have this whole big tray filled with your Moroccan oil and your this and your this and your this and like all these things. And I get it. Like, I've been there, you know. I have a lot of products too like that. I have my favorites. But it shouldn't be like that, you know. And had I known this a long time ago, I wouldn't have this big bag of high grade, not cuticle hair, you know, uncuticle, not cuticle, whatever. You know, that big bag of hair extensions I have now, I just kind of want to throw it away. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Like, knowing that this exists, I feel like this is designer hair. I feel like this is what we deserve. You know, we have been through years and years of hair struggles, and I guess I just didn't know this existed. You know, I knew my manufacturer had mentioned it in the past, but she had said it's so pricey and you really, you know, you don't really need to like worry about that right now. No customers will buy it. And I'm like, okay, I won't worry about it. I'll just take the highest what they offer. So they offer 5A, and that's the cute, you know, the hair from different girls. But they also offer a 6A and a 7A of cuticle hair. So 6A is just very thin ends. They're putting like a lot of long hair with a lot of short hair because that's how the girls' hair looked. You know, it was just like a lot of natural layers. So it's very thin on the ends, and I didn't want that. You know, I want it to be thick on the bottoms. I like that because you can always make it thinner. You just can't make it thicker. So I think my biggest concern right now, and I'm just kind of torn about it because it is pricier, but it's lasting months and months and months. Like, truly, I'm going to tell you what the manufacturer quotes. I'm not going to quote that. I'm telling you what they say, and that probably is the same thing. But let's just like, I'm just being open with you guys. So the manufacturer is saying that blonde hair will last 6 months and brunettes will last a year. Now, I'm sure that's going to vary based on, you know, are you in salt water all day, swimming in the oceans? You know, are you in chlorine all day? Are you in a harsh climate? Are you in a really windy climate? Are you have crazy water coming out of your shower? You know, like things like that really affect things. But I've been really just living life and doing what I want, and I'm telling you, I can't see it ever tangling. And that's what they say is like cuticle hair doesn't tangle because the hair just, yeah. And I haven't sensed any dryness. I'm telling you, like, I haven't felt the need to put anything in it yet. I'm sure over the next few months I'll be like, okay, I can put in some serums finally, or I could do a deep conditioning treatment, but I don't feel like I need it, you know? So anyway, my biggest question is how many grams to offer, because, you know, this isn't a ton. This is a normal amount, and I feel like it's normal, but I feel like maybe I want a little more. So I'm thinking 225 grams would be ideal. Also, if you're going to have it for many, many months and reuse it, because these are so easy to reuse. If you guys have tried to take the Duo Pro off after you've worn them for weeks, oh my gosh, it comes right off and it's like perfectly clean. Like there's no sticky residue or anything. So I love that because you can go ahead and add the tape, and these should be reusable for, you know, many months. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep the normal Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts. I might. The price point's nice and the hair is wonderful. It's just not going to last forever. So I'm not sure. I'm going to keep it for now, see what you guys think, and, you know, let me know below too if you could let me know what your thoughts are. But with this, you know, I think 170 is okay, but it doesn't, you know, doesn't have that full feeling like the 170 does now. So I don't know if I should, you know, are you guys cool with this? Like the 155 range, 170, if you don't, you know, 155, you don't use the whole pack. Or would you want a 225? Or would you want a 300? And then would you want a 24 inches or 22 inches? I'm battling with that too. The only reason I'm thinking all this is because it's like, I mean, I can make special orders available, you know, for this like pre-order only on these sizes, which I probably will too, but I want to have like one main one that's like, you know, like it is now, like the 170 to 22 inches for Miss Flirty. I want to make something like that too, but I want it to make sense, you know, because if you're going to have it for so many months, like I brush my hair so many times and I'm sure you can't even tell, but there's like very few hairs in here and it just doesn't shed. But if you wear, you know, as I wear hair extensions for like months and months, especially this, I'm sure I'll lose one hair here, one hair here. So that's why I thought maybe the more grams the better, because you can always, like when you're putting them on your head too, you only have so much space for the wefts, you know, on your head. And I don't want you guys to have to double them up. Like I don't want to have to sell you like 120 gram set. Yeah, it's amazing cuticle hair, but then you want more and then you're doubling them up and then it's not as flat and it like defeats the whole purpose. So I'd kind of rather do like a heavy set, like 225 to 300 range. That way you don't have to use the whole pack, you know? You can use, if you want to, then you have whoosh hair, but you don't have to, and then you know, get more use out of your hair too that way. Anyway, so that's kind of everything. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Sorry if I played with my hair the entire video. Probably did, but that's what it feels like. It's like buttery silk and I can't stop. And you guys won't be able to stop either when you try it. Oh, I was just gonna tell you, if you guys are ready to buy this now, then just reach out to me, and I already know the price points for the different gram sets, so I could let you know that, and we could place a special order. It would be, you know, 4 to 6 to 8 weeks range, depending on what day you place it with me, because I kind of have to go in cycles with my orders. So then I'll be able to help you with that. Otherwise, I will have, once I make this decision over what I'm going to focus on selling with the cuticle hair, I am going to do the individual pieces just like I do now. So the 7-inch wide, 22 inches long, or 24 inches long, depending on what I go with. So there will be that option. Definitely, you know, it will definitely be a little pricier than the ones now, of course, but that way you can kind of make your own sets too. I have it on my website in just a little bit, in a few days, so you could check that out. Or like I said, just send me an email and we could chat too. But I'm just curious what you guys think is going to be the best grams or the best, you know, do you think this is enough hair? Kind of get back to me in the comments below. Let's chat there, and let's come up with the best product that is going to make us feel like $1 million, like honestly. And yeah, it's a little bit more of an investment, but if it's something you're going to have for like, oh my gosh, like the majority of this year that's left, yeah, maybe longer, and you can wear them every single day and you never have to feel like they're getting dry or weird or tangly, and you can always leave your hair down. It's not going to be a side braid day. I mean, come on. I mean, side braids are cute, but when you're forced to do them, not so cute. Oh, I want to tell you one more thing. If you go check out cuticle hair on other sites, oh, one girl did ask me this. She goes, how will I know if I go to other, because we were on the phone and I told her about this, you know, that this was coming. And she's like, how will I know if cuticle hair, you know, if another company offers it? And I said, I don't know, it's really tricky, because my company claims that the Miss Flirty Seamless Wefts, the 5A grade, is hand-aligned cuticles. Like they take the cuticles and put them, whatever. But they don't, it's not all from the same girl, so they don't consider it cuticle hair, which is right, you know. So maybe if somebody is saying cuticle hair, you're not 100% sure, here's what to look for. I would say words like 100% cuticle, obviously cuticle from the same girl. I would say the price point is definitely a lot higher. That is a good, you'll definitely be able to tell that way. It's a good indicator. Is that everything now? I think so. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But I've been babbling for like so long. Yeah, it's probably time to go. So I'm gonna go, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this all day. So if you see some girl out and about doing this, just say hi to me. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon.